Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Douglas Murray condemned the killings of Christians in Nigeria. I'm very sure Biafra freedom has been confirmed. Doesn't matter how long Kabas bribe international community, soon they will get tired. The only solution is to disintegrate Nigeria, let everybody go their separate ways. Imagine the killings going on in Nigeria and the world is quiet about it because of what they are benefiting. Hungarian president condemns the killings of Christians in Nigeria, and Biafran prime minister captioned the headline from People's Gazette and posted it with a caption I'm going to read for you. First, he said, those condemning the massacre of Christians in Nigeria but are yet to support Biafra are hypocrites. Yes, they are. You are condemning the killings of Christians in Nigeria, and you don't want to support the people, indigenous people of Biafra that want to exit Nigeria because of all these killings. Are you not a hypocrite? Hungarian president said that the massacre of Christians must stop. Massacre of Christians in Nigeria must stop. And Biafran prime minister said, those condemning the massacre of Christians in Nigeria but are yet to support Biafra are hypocrites. The game is on. Nigeria Islamic State can't stop what they are masterminding. Of course, they can't. And Biafran prime minister also commented on a post of a news, international news media. What is it called? Douglas Murray. He said that Christians are being killed in Nigeria, but they are not reporting about it. They are not reporting about it. They only report about it when they want to. A lot is going on in Nigeria, a whole lot. Hungarian president, if you are against the killings in Nigeria, then you have to support Biafra. You have to support Biafra because that is what we are fighting against. These unnecessary, unprovoked killings going on in Nigeria. This is what the indigenous people of Biafra are fighting against. This is what we are fighting against. Let me allow you to listen to this very video from T.Y. Danjuma, former chief of army staff. Just listen to what he said.
One by one.
Just listen to what he said.
This state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Did you hear that? That is coming from T.Y. Danjuma, a former chief of army staff. He said that Nigeria Army are working with the bandits killing Nigerians. And if you're depending on Nigeria Army to stop the insecurity and the killings in Nigeria, everyone will die one by one. Did you hear that? So, Hungarian president, if you're against the killings of Christians in Nigeria, then you must support Biafra because that is what we are fighting against. You people cannot come and be telling us, oh, the killings in Nigeria, the killings of Christians in Nigeria must stop. When the indigenous people of Biafra are fighting for their freedom, you people have failed to support us. Not that we're begging you people to support us, but you people should stop being hypocrites and they support the move Biafra freedom. Because that is what we are fighting against. These unnecessary and provoked killings. Imagine a former chief of army staff telling you that if you're depending on Nigeria and Nigeria Army Force to stop the killings in Nigeria, that everybody will die because they are working with these people. They are working with these bandits. You heard that from Nigeria former chief of staff T.Y. Danjuma. Now here, Douglas Murray said, over Christmas, there was yet another massacre of Christians in northern Nigeria 6 years ago. I reported from there on the massacre of Christians carried out by Muslim Fulani militia. I still cannot understand why the world does not care. Okay, and here Biafran Prime Minister commented, he wrote this under that post. He said, "Dear Douglas Murray, Worse than these are happening that the world needs to know. If you did one-time reportage of it 6 years ago, it is not enough. There is a need for constant reportage. The reason the Biafra Republic government in exile from the Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra resistance fighters is to halt this type of killings in Biafra territory. And we succeeded in halting it, but the Nigeria army are worse than these terrorists, and the Biafra forces are currently battling them. You may wish to read how the Islamic State of Nigeria security chief are lamenting about me because I am protecting Biafra people from their onslaught. This is issue that needed a massive international reportage. But for the reason we don't know, those of you international journalists don't care about what is going on there. The world needs to know that Nigeria needs to be disintegrated soonest to save lives of millions of people. The same killings was happening in Biafra territory until we launched our own security and later formed our own army. And he told him to go and read Independent Nigeria, and should go also read Daily Post, Igbere TV News, Arise TV, Premium Time. All their headlines, you should go and see how headsmen, bandits are killing innocent Nigerians. This is what they were doing in Biafra land until we formed our own army to put a stop to these unnecessary and provoked killings. The awareness and the self-defense continues. Biafrans will not allow them succeed with this kind of atrocity and genocide in Biafra land, not anymore. So Biafran Prime Minister will definitely be remembered as one of the greatest man Igbo land has produced so far. Because if not for him, that is why he told them. Just for clarity, I am not a peaceful liberator. I am not a peaceful agitator. When you are liberating your people from terrorist government, you do not need to be peaceful, because the oppressors are not peaceful and they are not ready to give you your freedom. So if you're against your Biafran Prime Minister, then you do not want to be free. Biafran Prime Minister talked about Middle Belt coming to him for help to put a stop to the killings of their people in Middle Belt. One unknown Pamada cried out how 3 of his family members were killed by Fulani terrorist headsmen. Started assaulting Biafran Prime Minister. And I was like, is it not better we leave these people and they continue with our freedom? I just reasoned that one person cannot speak for millions of people in Middle Belt. You went to pray after praying, the Fulanis still killed 3 of your family members, and your people came to Biafran Prime Minister for help. They came, not Biafran Prime Minister did not go to your people. They came to Biafran Prime Minister for help. And that is why Biafran Prime Minister said, no Biafra Liberation Army, no Biafra resistance fighters from old eastern region will go to Middle Belt. They should raise men on their own so that they can defend their land. That I know here, no pama. Dosari shika anya juraju. So not insulting Biafran Prime. You lost 3 of your family members, your grandmother, the son, or reverend father, and another person. 3 of your family members in the hands of Fulani terrorists, headsmen. And your people reached out to Biafran Prime Minister for help. And you are insulting him. That is why Biafran Prime Minister made that no Biafra Liberation and no Biafra force from all the eastern region will go to Middle Belt. They should raise their people to defend their land. That is what we are doing in Biafra land. Because these people, I'm not sure that they are really ready to liberate themselves. You lost 3 of your family members and you're insulting Biafran Prime. Biafrans are really angry about that post. And she must really regret that tweet. You see that post? She must regret her actions. Because you can't be crying on social media how your people are being killed and your people reached out to somebody, Biafran Prime Minister, that they know he can help them. And you are insulting him. And you're telling me that you really care about your people. You don't care about your people. You're looking for government recognition. That is what she's looking for. Because if she truly cares about her people and she doesn't like what Biafran Prime Minister, then she should turn blind eyes and watch his people, how they're going to defend their land. If you see that tweet, Biafrans are very upset about that tweet. But like Biafran Prime Minister said, we should know some idiots that don't know what they really want. Those Ishika, you're insulting Biafran Prime Minister and you're lamenting how 3 of your family members were killed by Fulani headsmen. A bit of Bibu, this is just the beginning. And more here. You'll be crying as if you care about your people. You don't care about your people. These killings, you think that it's in Southeast. No, it's not in Southeast, it's in your land. After all, you people hate us with passion. Go on help to Nigerian Fulanis and they pretend to kill Biafrans. And if anybody had told him that a day will come when his people will become target of the people he helped in killing innocent Biafrans that ask for nothing but freedom, starving millions of children that ask for nothing but freedom, he wouldn't have believed it. Look at the way his people are being slaughtered. And you're lamenting. If not for one thing, I can say Biafran Prime Minister Hapunu to your fate. It's just that genuine people there really want freedom, and they really want these unnecessary, unprovoking things to stop. And more here. So we must continue. Nigeria is a war zone, and anybody in his or right senses wouldn't want to remain in Nigeria. So if Hungarian president is really, if she's really against the killings in Nigeria, then she has to support Biafra. And this Douglas Murray, you don't have to report one incident that happened 6 years ago and you have not talked about it again. You have to keep reporting about it, because all these things, worse than these ones, are happening in Nigeria. Worst. 112 people killed, 150 people killed, 200 people killed, 170 people killed. Do you know how many people these killers are killing every day in Nigeria? This is what we're fighting against in Biafra land. And that is why we formed our own liberation army. Because without them, they would have succeeded in killing Biafrans and taking over our land. That is what they want. The Fulanis in Nigeria want to conquer everywhere, subdue everyone, enslave everyone, Funalize and Islamize everyone. Because the Fulanis in Nigeria believe that they are born to rule over every other people. And you have no right to speak or talk or speak or fight for your right. That is why they are panicking, because we are not the kind of people they can subdue. Look at the way they are slaughtering people in Benue State. You people are only talking about the killings of Christians. You people fail to talk about Biafra, how our people were being killed before we formed our own army. And I like this, what Biafran Prime Minister told you. I like it. So it's up to you people to, it's not just reporting about one incident and they stop. You're telling us you reported about it 6 years ago. Are you people serious? No, are you people serious? Well, not be serious, but I know that Chukwu Kikadiama will do his wonders when the time comes. Those of you collecting bribe, those of you Nigeria, those of you international communities, or those international communities that Nigeria, Fulani Kabas and Britain are bribing not to interfere, not to say anything about the happenings in Nigeria, will regret your actions. And in no time, you people will turn around and say enough is enough. It's time for Nigeria to divide. Let the people go and save their lives. That is what we're fighting for. If you're against the killings of Christians, you need to support Biafra. Like Biafran Prime Minister said, if you're against the killings of Christians in Nigeria and you don't want to support Biafra, then you are a hypocrite. Those condemning the massacre of Christians in Nigeria but are yet to support Biafra are nothing but hypocrites. So, Hungarian president, if you are really against the killings of Christians in Nigeria, you need to support Biafra, because these unnecessary provoking killings are what Biafrans are fighting against. Nigeria needs to be disintegrated. Nigeria needs to divide. Let everybody go their separate ways. The fools we have in Southeast are aware that we are not meant to be in that zoo, but their greediness, and because they are in politics, in Nigerian politics, they don't want to do the needful. They don't want to support their people. We are fighting for our freedom, and there is nothing they can do about it. And the freedom we will get. So that is it, Biafrans. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. Biafra freedom has been confirmed.